Sure Bet Coffee. Put the giddy up in your cup.
Thank you for visiting Past the Wire TV, the YouTube channel of PastTheWire.com.
You want horsepower? We've got the Sire Power. Central Banker, New York's leading sire 3 years in a row, standing at McMahon of Saratoga. He has 12 black type winners, including multiple stakes winners and graded stakes placed Bank It, Morning Matcha, and Bank Sting. Central Banker, sire of 6-figure yearlings and 2-year-olds. He produced 9 stakes runners in 2023. Runners have earned $20.5 million on the track. Central Banker, standing at McMahon of Saratoga Thoroughbreds.
Well, hello, everybody. We're here for another weekend of fun, but if you're on the East Coast, probably a lot of bad weather hitting some of the tracks, like here at Churchill and probably even New York and whatnot. So we're going to head out to Santa Anita for this Saturday's races. They have 6 stakes races on the card, and it's all about the Golden State Series. So the highlight is Snow Chief and the Melair Stakes, and that's what we're going to hit. But a quick preview of the Preakness. Hats off to Dean Wayne Lucas and Seize the Gray winning that race. They did it in really good fashion there. And you know what? Mystic Dan did a very excellent job in that race also. So Tuscan Gold, my pick, did not do very well. Did not even like that track. It looked like not even a quarter way through the race, I knew that he was in trouble. He was high stepping it and was not really getting a hold of that track. So we might see him in the Belmont, maybe, maybe not, but we will see. So the first one, what we're going to do here is we're going to look at the Snow Chief at Santa Anita, and I believe this is the one right here. Here we go. First, I'm going to go and I'm going to show you the past performances of. It's the 8th race at Santa Anita, the Snow Chief. There's 3 other stakes right before this race, but we're going to just concentrate on two of them. And in this first stakes race that we're going to cover, which is the Snow Chief, we have a horse named Shady Tiger. The first number 1 horse, Phil D'Amato, is the trainer. This horse has been doing excellent. If you really look at this, He's already won 3 in a row. He's already had the hat trick here. When this trainer takes him from a sprint to a route, he gets 12% in the win, in the money 38% of the time. So far in the last 30 days, this trainer's got 17% win. But look at this ROI, return on your investment, -5%, which is very, very good. That's why it's green on my screen. I don't know if you can see that, but it's green, which means it's excellent. It looks like his regular rider is Juan Hernandez. So Juan Hernandez rides for him very often. Remember, these are all going to be Calbred horses, or the sire has to be from California, of course. This horse is stretching out. We're going a little bit of a distance here, a little bit more. I think it's a mile, right? No, mile and 1/8, excuse me. Mile and 1/8. And the farthest this horse has gone is 6.5 furlongs. So question, maybe can he get the distance? Maybe not. But I'm going to tell you right now, after looking at these 3 races, improving every race, and last time was in Stakes Company for $125,000, and did very, very good. I think this horse is definitely a player in this race, and you got to look out for that horse. The number 2 horse, size does matter. That's what I always say. Anyway, this horse is the last 2 races, not too bad, but has been on turf here. And the Snow Chief is on turf. So look at that. Hernandez used to ride it. Now we got Umberto riding, which is no slouch. He gets last 30 days. He's got 23% in the win column. But look at his ROI in the last 30 days, plus 71%. Unbelievable. He's excellent. And you got Pete Miller as the trainer there. He's been there, in California for a while now, and he's been a leader at Santa Anita, Del Mar, almost every track that they go to. And if you look at his last workout, really nice. He always puts nice workouts in him. He doesn't have to be fast for Pete Miller, but he puts them pretty consistent. He keeps them in shape, ready to go. All these are going to be stakes races, so most of them are going to have first time off the Lasix. And right here, what I just popped up right here is one of the race lens angles. The horse has a 5 furlong bullet workout within the last 7 days, and the success score is a 5.2. The ROI is just negative 33%, which is not too bad. Once you get into 30% or lower, it's excellent. So it's right in there in the very good column. And his running style is sustained, which means he's more of a closer, the best way of explaining it. So this is a closer in this race. Definitely has a shot. Must be in. You got to watch out for that horse. The 3 takes 3. Perfect name for his post, right? The last couple of times he's shown some speed. He's got average speed here. He's an early pressure. He's early speed here. He's shown speed in the last 3 races. Actually, last 4 he's even shown speed. He likes the turf. Everything looks well on this. Mike Pipey is the trainer. Does excellent. With him and this jockey, their ROI is a negative 7%. So they put some dollars in your pocket when you place your bets on their horses. And another one, let's see what the race lens angles say here. Horse has a 5 furlong workout in the last 7 days, same as last one. Early speed, then tired. The success score here is a 4.9 at a negative 23%. And it was an allowance 50,000. So in my opinion, he's moving up in class today, and he's going to have to do much better. But I think he's got enough there with the speed to look out for him. And so keep an eye out for that horse. The 4. This horse is a 2x4, another name for a perfect post. This is another closer here. And looks like last time he was in that allowance race with size doesn't matter. Curlin Chaos was the winner in that race. Closer, but there's not much of a super late kick. I think this horse is really going to have to pick up the pace at the end to do some damage. I mean, unless there's a big old speed duel out there, who knows what that would look like. The 5, Curlin Chaos. Okay, this horse last time out won, like we would just finished talking about. Well bet too, at just slightly over even money. Is it time for him to start playing with the bigger boys? Because he ran in a grade 3, finished 4th, and he ran in a grade 1 and finished 4th. And that was against Stronghold in the Santa Anita Derby, but he ran just a little too even on that. And, he should have shown a little bit more on that. But he is going in a small state-bred stakes race, so that's where probably he belongs. Can he show something here? Yeah, good, definitely. But right now I'm leaning towards a couple other horses, but I would definitely not laugh at this horse if someone had this in their picks, pick 5, pick 6s, whatnot. Okay, stay on the fence, the number 6 horse. Well, I'm not too much on the fence with him. This horse ran 5.5 furlongs on the dirt, won, and ran 6.5 furlongs, won. And when this horse did run at a mile, it just stayed pretty much even throughout the race. That was in a stakes of 100,000. I think this horse really has to do a lot more to get me a little excited about placing a bet on this horse on any kind of exotics. The 7, Tamarado Star. This horse last time threw in a big clunker. That was not very good. 9th. 4 wide. This horse went 4 wide the entire time. And that wasn't too good. The time before that, he did win on allowance race, and then he had all his maiden races. So I think this horse has got some improving to do. Can he do anything in this race? Well, maybe for some of the exotics. Yes, I think this horse has got some talent there. But it's going to have to do a lot more. But here we got a race lens thing angle here. If third race off a layoff, looking for improvement, success score is a 4.4, negative 27%. I love this angle. I think this is one of the best angles out there that you should always look for. If it's the third start after a layoff, they usually give their best. So usually it just gets supposed to get better and better each time they come out. But this one came out excellent after a rest and then threw in the clunker. But who knows really what happened in that race. But we'll give an excuse that maybe this horse could try better next time. But maybe for some exotics today. This horse, the Final Storm. I'm kind of hoping it's the Final Storm here in Kentucky, but I don't think so. We're going to have storms for the next week and a half. But on this horse, last 2 races, very good. Broke its maiden. This horse got claimed for 50,000. People, you could own this horse for 50,000. They moved it up in allowance race. The horse won by a neck on the turf. So they saw something in this horse, which is from Blame. The sire is Blame. Blame is really known for throwing out really nice turf horses, but Blame himself is a great sire for all types of horses, especially for the classic distance. So this horse should have no problem at 1.125 miles on the turf. The horse looks like he's just now rounding into form, getting ready to rock and roll. This horse is probably going to be very tough to beat also. I think this is another player, and we got an angle here. Horse for the course. Success is 6.6. ROI is a negative 28. That's on the race lens angles. So that's very, very good. And when this trainer and jockey hook up, look at this, 19% wins. But look at the ROI, plus 5%. So definitely a player in my book. So look out for Final Storm. The 9, Stolen Treasure. Doing a clunker last time, not very good. Was running decent, just dropped way back. Weakened. The stakes race before that finished second. So I don't know what happened. Maybe it could be the turf, but he did run very well at Del Mar's turf. Broke his maiden wire to wire. So Stolen Treasure, can he steal this race? Well, I'm going to have to sit back and wait and see because he's an early pace horse. I believe this to be one of your leaders. So I think you're going to have a decent enough pace up there for that. And then the final, the number 10 horse, Keep Moving On. Well, this horse in the last couple of races has just pretty much been just hanging around, closing okay, not super flashy or anything like that. Has done well. Let's see what the angle is here. It's a negative angle. Second start after a long layoff, out of the money in the last start. So They're 8 for 30, from 8 to 30 days away. The success is only 2.6 of the time. So, bad angle. The horse looks like it needs to do a lot more to keep up with all these. And that's what I have to say about that. I think that this horse is definitely one of those that you're going to have to check it out and wait and see. So that was that Snow Chief Stakes. And, like I said, there was plenty of horses in there that could, do some damage in the race. But I don't know. That was kind of wide open for Santa Anita. That's pretty tough. It really is. So we're going to go on to the next stakes race, which is the Melair Stakes. And, before I take you there, I'm going to show you guys one other thing here for this, the Snow Chief. This is another race lens tool here that they have. And first of all, we're going to first go over here, and they'll give you numbers for like their running style, their pace horse, sustain, which is mean they're closer early. So you got a couple of early horses, 1, 2, 3 early horses. So that's what I thought. At least 3 horses are just going to try to go to the front. Right over here, everybody, they have a little fake track, and they put the numbers like at the first call, second, the last call going into the turn, and then final. They're saying that the 1 has a 45% chance of winning that race. Remember, that was Shady Tiger. They have the 8, that Final Storm. Remember, I was telling you about this horse. Looks like it could be doing some damage to the Now horse. They have the 8 at 13%, the 3 at 8.3%, and then the 2 at basically almost 8%, and then the 5 at 6%. Over here, you can see show as odds and what they'll give true odds. Now, right now, this is only going off of the morning line odds right now. You have Shady Tiger. The true odds should be 6-5. The morning line right now is 5-2. Bargain, according to this calculations. Now, if you get in race lands and the races are going, and let's say this is the coming up upon the 8th race, these odds will change because sometimes there might be a horse scratched out of this race. I'm just going to use an example. Let's just say the 9 got scratched out. That will change the odds of every horse in this race. So that will change the adjusted true odds. So, but right now we have Shady Tiger as 6-5, is 5-2, takes 3, should be 11-1, morning line's 12-1. So basically, what it's saying is if it's 12-1 or higher, it's a valuable bet. But I always say a winning bet's a valuable bet. So on that aspect. And then when we go on the 9th race on that, so we'll look at that in a second. Now, we're going to go into the next stakes race. And all right. That was that race. So let's go to the 9th race. All right. This is the 1.16 for fillies, 3-year-olds. Safa, the number 1. Look at this. This horse has been the bridesmaid 4 times in a row. Second. And then she won before that, and then she was third, second. I mean, this horse loves to be the bridesmaid. Okay, lifetime. You see. Let's see what we got here. So you got a lot of seconds in there, a lot, a couple of thirds. Anyway, they're going a mile and 16th on the dirt. So last time out, she ran on the turf. So she's going from turf to dirt. This trainer, Gary Studi, gets 17% wins. Not too bad when he goes from dirt to turf. And this horse is pretty much like a pace horse, a little bit of a pressure horse. This horse likes to sit up close. Doesn't like the lead, but doesn't like to come from behind. Let's sit right there. So is this horse dangerous? Yeah, it could be. But I still think there's plenty of other horses in here we should look at. This horse is dangerous, but I think we should look at more. Only one in America. This horse definitely has speed. This horse went wire to wire last time. Got tired the time before that, and a couple other times, but this horse shows always speed in the beginning of the first half of the race. We are going a mile and 16th. Last time out was a mile, and it was a stakes race of 125, so it could handle this group. This horse, all before that, were all pure sprints. So with that being said, can this horse handle the extra 16th from last time? Maybe so. They're switching trainers, and the new trainer is now Pete Miller, which does excellent with horses. In the last 30 days, he's got 22% wins plus 10% ROI. So definitely a player. Let's keep her in mind. The 3, Loretta Lynn, not the singer, the horse. She ran out there on the turf last time out, was out in front, kind of just gave way, could not be her footing. Maybe she didn't like it. You know, that happens. They had to try it. The time before that, on a mile with the stakes race, she just came up short, just a half a length. This horse has got some early speed, but I would actually list her more of a pressure horse. I don't think she has to have the lead. Does this horse have talent? Definitely. Tyler Bays is aboard. You know, he's a veteran that knows his way around. This horse probably didn't like the turf, in my opinion, last time out. So look out for this horse in this race. I think this horse is definitely a player because of her speed, and so she could just hang around and maybe do some damage. The 4, Grand Slam Smile. It's a big name. This horse last time out was on turf. They stretched that horse out from the time before from 6 furlongs to a mile, which that's okay. Horse went almost wire to wire pretty much. This horse does show some speed, but another one that probably is a pressure horse or a pace horse, that you want to call them. This horse has got a lot of talent, I think. This horse is, of course, going from turf to dirt. Trainer gets 18% wins in that column. Not too bad. And the trainer has been hot the last 30 days, 33% in the win, plus 19% ROI, 75% in the money in the last 30 days. Come on. I mean, this horse is definitely a player. And we got some angles here, race-led angles. Let's see what they all are. Last 7 days, raced in the last 7 days. Something in the last 7 days, excuse me. Okay, horse won last race as a favorite. That's a plus. That's a 6.2. ROI is a 0.29%. Horse has a 5 furlong workout in the last 7 days. That's a success score of 5.2. Morning line favorite, turf to dirt play angle. That is an unusual angle. You you have to be the morning line favorite, and you got to be going from turf to dirt. But success score is 7.9. That is huge, people. Huge. And the horse for course, another one. We saw that in the Snow Chief on another horse that had that score of a 6.6. So a lot of great angles for this horse. Racing angles for this horse. Definitely a major player. Must look at this horse big time. All right, we got the 5. Putt for dough. Someone must be a serious golfer, huh? Anyway, in this horse's last race, actually last 2 races was on the turf. No, last race only. The time before that was on the dirt. On the turf, ran even, 5th all the way around. Not much there. The time before that, 6 furlongs, pretty much ran even. The time before that, a mile on the turf, pretty much ran even again. This horse is just running even all the time. So what would you do if you're a trainer when the horse is doing that? You got to get this horse focused. Guess what? They are doing it. They're adding the blinkers. So look out for this horse to at least improve a little bit from just running even all the time. I just don't see that happening in this horse. It's either this horse is going to show a little bit more speed, A, or B, the horse is going to be a little bit more focused, and the jockey could have this horse move when he needs her to move. And when this trainer goes from turf to dirt, his ROI is a plus 65%. Excellent. The 6, Madison Ray. There's a Racelands and Racing Angle. Beaten favorite, jockey switch. Success score is a 6.1 overall. Horse ran even last time out on the dirt, going a mile. Finished 3rd. This horse is one of those pace horses and a pressure horse. Does she have a shot? Yeah, maybe, but for me, it's more on the exotics. She doesn't flash a lot. The one time she did flash, she went wire to wire on that, and she beat Loretta Lynn in that race. The time before that, Grand Slam Smile, which is in this race, of course, beat her by 15 lengths. So for me, this horse needs to improve a lot. Pete Miller will get the most out of her, but for me, not in this race. Roberta's Love, the number 7. This one's another interesting horse. This horse has only had 3 races, finished 3rd first time out, then won back-to-back. Frankie Dettori rode her last time at 6.5 furlongs. Now we're going a mile and 16. Can she stretch out? Yeah, because she's out of collected and out of a broken vow mare. Definitely could get the route of ground. When this trainer has a horse off for 1 to 2 months, 24% in the win column, plus 77% in the ROI, your return investment. And when on this dirt surface, he's getting a plus 109%. Pretty unbelievable. In the last 30 days, he's at a negative 7%, which is excellent, but his win is 31%. So you got a hot trainer right now on training this horse. A jock switch, which is going to Juan Hernandez. Excellent jockey. Last 30 days, 19% win. So this horse looks like improving, should get the distance of ground. The race angle is horse for the course. Success is 6.6. And that horse looks like he could do a lot of damage. All right. So there you have it. We have those 2 races there. And But like I said, there's a couple other races in there that that is going to be excellent to check out. But one of them is the Golden State Series. This is all Golden State Series. The first stakes is the third race, Thor's Echoes Stakes, and my top picks in that race are the 1, 3, 5. 1 is definitely a huge favorite, and it's going to be tough for anyone to beat that horse. The fourth is the Crystal Water Stakes. My top 3 picks are in the 4, 5, 9. I would go to exactus, just the 4 on top of the 5. Don't play it around. That's how I see it on that race. And then the 6th race is the Franz Valentine Stakes. Anybody that was back in the late 80s, early 90s will remember Franz Valentine. She was an excellent runner. My top 3 picks are 11, 1, 3. I got the try. I'm going to put the 11 on top. I'm putting the 1, 3 in the second spot. And then in the third spot, I'm going 1, 3, 4, 6. So I'm going to try to hit that there. Now, in that 8th race, the Snow Chief, I have the 1, 8, 2, 3. I like the 1, 8 exacta box. Just box them. I think you're going to be fine on that. The Melair Stakes, I think it's a little bit more, but I'm leaning towards that 4, pretty big. So I really like the 4 in that race. And the 9th race, try 4 on top of the 7, 3, and then I'm going to, on the third spot, I'm going to go 7, 3, 2, and 6. So you should check that out. And then one more thing, we're going to check out that Melair Stakes, what they had on Race Lens here for the way they thought the race would come out. They're seeing the 4 going out in the front, the 4 getting everybody catching up to the 4 at the end, and they think it's going to be 7 at 26%, the 4 at 20, basically 25%, the 1 at 17%, and then the 3 at 11 and 6 at 7. And I remember, like I said, in that race, I really like the 4 over the 7, 3. But here's your adjusted odds. Show the odds. Let's see what they got here. Okay, well, first let's start with the 4. That's my horse, Grand Slam Smile. They're saying there should be 3 to 1. Morning line is 8 to 5. So they're saying there's not much value, but we're really close. Like I said, for me, value is a winning ticket. That's a value, but this is what they're trying to let. You got 14 to 1, putt for dough. Morning line's 15. And Roberta's Love should be at 5 to 2. That's the 7. That's my second choice in here. And the morning line is 3 to 1. And they're saying the 7 is going to win by 2% over the 4. This is another one of their tools that they have, and I believe it's excellent. It does help you check it all out. So anyway, first I want to thank Equibase Race Lens for this show, and like I said, in other shows that I've done before, if you have any questions, send me an email at charles@passthewire.com. It doesn't matter what it's about. This is about betting, how I handicap, or if it's about training stuff. Why do they put blinkers on when they're just now first time going to the stakes instead before, or why they do bullet workouts or anything like that. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It's right there on the corner. Hit the subscribe button. There's a little bell on top of that. That'll be for your alerts. You'll get the shows, not just my shows, John's shows, Jim's shows, Gio's shows, everybody's shows, and you get all the latest updates. We have Jim out there at Saratoga getting all the latest for the Belmont, which is in a couple more weeks. And so sign up, subscribe, and until then, I will see you later.
Nobody does it better.
You're watching Past the Wire TV.
Nobody does it better.